In a world where every notification can elevate our stress levels, where chaos feels just a news alert away, there exists a timeless philosophy that not only promises to soothe but also to empower. Stoicism, a school of thought that traces its roots back over 2 millennia, is not merely about enduring hardship. It focuses on transforming each challenge into an opportunity for personal growth and tranquility. Today, we will delve deep into the essence of Stoicism, examining how this ancient wisdom can serve as an anchor in our turbulent modern lives. Whether you're confronting daily irritations or significant life changes, Stoicism offers more than just coping mechanisms. It provides a pathway to a more resilient and meaningful existence. Stay tuned as we unpack 10 powerful Stoic principles that can assist you in maintaining calm, overcoming adversity, and living with intention and peace. If you appreciate the insights and stories we share, the simplest and most generous favor you can do is hit the subscribe button. Please stay with us throughout this video to absorb all the wisdom Stoicism has to offer. Let's dive in. When life throws a curveball at you, it's easy to perceive it as a setback or a roadblock. But what if that obstacle, rather than a barrier, serves as a stepping stone? This is where Stoicism shines, flipping traditional thinking on its head by encouraging us to view obstacles as opportunities. Imagine encountering a hitch in a project that feels like it's pushing your goals further away. Instead of succumbing to frustration, pause and reflect on what this challenge might teach you. It could be about resilience, acquiring a new skill, or even prompting you to consider alternatives you hadn't previously thought of. Every challenge holds the potential to expand your capabilities and guide you toward unexplored paths that might lead to unexpected success. It's not about fostering unrealistic optimism, but rather adopting a more strategic approach to problem solving. When you begin treating obstacles as opportunities, you transition from a reactive to a proactive stance. You're not merely repairing what's broken. You're creating a new path that might yield even better results. This approach applies not only to personal development, but also to professional settings, where innovation frequently arises from overcoming challenges. So the next time you encounter a setback, take a moment to reflect on what it signifies beyond immediate stress or complications. Ask yourself how this obstacle can be repurposed to move you forward. What appears to be a stumbling block might just be the catalyst propelling you toward growth and achievement. Adopting this Stoic mindset not only assists in navigating life's ups and downs, but also enriches your journey with ongoing learning and evolution. It's human nature to worry, to spin out scenarios in our minds, especially about potential misfortunes. Here's a Stoic nugget of wisdom. Much of our suffering is self-created, arising from the imaginary pains we fabricate. Think about it. How often have you lost sleep over a meeting that hasn't even happened, or dreaded a conversation that might never occur? Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between real and imagined threats, reminding us that we squander immense energy fretting over things that are beyond our control and may never happen. The key here isn't to dismiss our concerns entirely, but to evaluate them critically. Is there concrete evidence suggesting disaster? Or are we merely catastrophizing based on past experiences or deep-seated fears? By training ourselves to concentrate on the present and tackle worries only if they materialize, we drastically reduce unnecessary stress. This doesn't imply ignoring possible outcomes. Rather, it means not allowing hypotheticals to dictate your emotional state. When you find yourself spiraling into a maze of what-ifs, step back and ground yourself in the now. Ask what is genuinely happening, not just in your mind, but in reality. This shift not only conserves your mental energy, it empowers you to direct it towards more productive endeavors, like resolving actual problems as they arise instead of wasting it on the specters of issues that may never surface. Embracing this facet of Stoicism can transform how you engage with the world, transitioning you from a state of constant anxiety to one of proactive, focused action, enabling you to handle real situations with grace and efficiency. Everything in life, from our greatest joys to our deepest sorrows, is ephemeral. Realizing that nothing is permanent can initially feel unsettling, yet it is also immensely liberating. It signifies that no matter what you are enduring, whether it's a phase of great success or a period of significant challenges, it will eventually change. Consider the last time you experienced a major transition. Perhaps it was moving to a new city, changing careers, or adapting to the slower rhythms of life as you age. Each of these changes embodies impermanence. By acknowledging and accepting that change is inevitable, you can approach life with a more open and flexible mindset. This awareness not only helps manage stress, it fosters growth. When you recognize that change isn't merely a possibility but a certainty, you begin to view every shift in your life not as a threat, but as an opportunity to learn and adapt. This concept also encourages us to appreciate the present moment more deeply. Understanding that the current situation, good or bad, won't last forever inspires us to live more fully in the now. Reflect on the beauty of a sunset, the laughter of a friend, or the challenge of a new workout. If we acknowledge that these moments are fleeting, we are more inclined to savor them and be fully present, rather than distracted by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Embracing impermanence also involves releasing the need to cling to how things should be. It allows us to celebrate life's highs and navigate its lows with a calm acceptance, recognizing that this too shall pass. This Stoic principle not only assists us in coping with life's inevitable changes, it empowers us to navigate them with grace, making the most of each moment as it arrives and departs. This is a powerful tool for maintaining your peace in a world that often seems to pull you in 100 different directions. Now, when we discuss detachment, it doesn't imply becoming emotionless or shutting yourself off from the world. It's about fostering a healthy distance between yourself and the things that disrupt your peace of mind. Detachment involves recognizing what we can control and relinquishing our grip on what we cannot. For instance, you can control your effort and attitude, but the outcome? Not always. Whether it's a job application, a medical test, or even a friend's behavior, there are outcomes that lie beyond our direct influence. By detaching from these results, we safeguard our inner peace from being overly tied to variables beyond our control. Consider how liberating this can be. Rather than becoming frustrated over a delayed flight, you could opt to use that time to read, meditate, or strike up an engaging conversation. Practicing detachment shifts your focus from your surroundings to how you choose to respond. This shift not only reduces stress, but also enhances your agency and satisfaction. Practicing detachment means accepting that change is a constant. People evolve, situations shift, and clinging too tightly to a rigid idea of how things should be can lead to disappointment. By learning to let go of these expectations, we can better appreciate what is rather than lamenting what isn't. This doesn't mean we don't care. Rather, it indicates we are adaptive, resilient, and prepared to find joy and opportunity in whatever circumstances arise. Mastering the art of detachment allows us to live more intentionally, engaging with the world, our loved ones, and our passions in a manner grounded in our values, without being swayed by every passing storm. It's about discovering freedom and allowing things to unfold rather than forcing them to happen, leading to a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. This isn't about indulging in overthinking or dwelling on the past. Instead, it's about taking a constructive moment each day to reflect on your experiences, decisions, and interactions. It's akin to having an honest conversation with yourself regarding what went well and what could be improved. Consider the impact of concluding your day with a quiet moment of reflection. You might sit with a journal and pen in hand, or simply contemplate as you unwind for the night. Reflect on the interactions you had. Were they in alignment with your values? Think about the decisions you made. Did they bring you closer to where you aspire to be? This practice is not solely about self-improvement. It's also about self-awareness. It enables you to identify patterns in your behavior that may be hindering you or propelling you forward. Daily reflection also presents an opportunity to acknowledge your successes, no matter how minor they may seem. Did you handle a stressful situation with grace? Did you make progress on a project? Recognizing these wins is crucial as it reinforces positive behaviors and builds confidence. Conversely, by identifying areas where you fell short, you create the foundation for future growth without harsh self-judgment. This daily habit fosters a mindset of continuous improvement and helps maintain your emotional well-being. Instead of allowing feelings and reactions to simmer unchecked, reflecting enables you to process and understand them. It's about learning from each day, not just going through the motions. By regularly engaging in this practice, you establish a feedback loop that promotes a life lived with intention and insight. So, why not make daily reflection a ritual? It doesn't need to be time-consuming. A few minutes each evening can significantly impact how you view yourself and your interactions with the world. As you integrate this practice into your routine, you'll likely find that it enhances not only your self-knowledge, but also enriches your journey toward a more mindful and stoic way of living. Achieving inner peace is not about eradicating all stress or conflict from life. Rather, it involves cultivating a center of calm within yourself that external circumstances cannot easily disrupt. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on philosophy, personal growth, and living wisely.